Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is episode number 3 of my Road to 1000 Elo chess game. Currently, my Elo level is around 820. Join me in my journey from beginner to intermediate and sometimes might be expert. So, let's start with game number 1. Number 1 start with pawn to d4. I respond with pawn to d6, white with bishop to f4, black with knight to f6, knight f3, knight to c5, pawn to c3, playing the London, and bishop to g4. So, whenever I play with black pieces, I always play with this opening. Here, we exchange our queen early. So, after few moves, we are in this position where I could have easily defended my bishop with simple pawn move, but here I takes white bishop, white captures back with the rook. I move my rook to d8, attacking white rook. White moves his other rook to d1, making a line of attack on my rook. I take rook, white takes it back. After many moves later, we are in this position where if if knight takes my rook, I could have easily promoted my pawn to queen. But here, white moves his rook to b1. I move my rook to e2. White moves rook to g1, takes, and after a few moves later, we exchange our other rook, and here I am free to promote my pawn to queen. So after promoting my pawn to queen, white resigns. For game number 2, I play with white. White moves pawn to e4, black respond with e5, knight to f3, knight to c6, bishop to b5, playing the Spanish game, knight to f6, knight to c3, pawn to d6, pawn to d3, bishop to d7, bishop to g5. So the opening look like this. So if any chess master was to evaluate this game, they will have said which pieces looks better. And I am at my 820s elo, so I can tell you who is better. Few moves later, we can see white marching with the pawn at g and h, while white makes a line of attack to the king. Black moves rook to g7. It prevents white queen to attack black bishop or prevent from queen exchange. So if white has gone for bishop capture, black will have been in a better position. So here white moves the pawn. Black's capture, takes. Here white makes a nonsense move, moving his queen back and forth to e2. There you can see it. Rook to h1, queen gives checks, queen captures the pawn. Black attacks white queen. White moves his queen to e3. Black attack white queen with the rook. After a few moves later, white started to march his pawn at a, b and c, while black started marching his pawn at f and g. We exchange our queen. Few moves later, we are in this position. Here, if black had captured white rook, then it was a checkmate in a few moves. Instead, black moves his rook to b1, white captures the rook, and black resigns. For game number 3, I play with black pieces. Game start with white moving his pawn to e4. Black respond with pawn to d6, knight to f3, knight to f6, bishop to c4. I think it's a Spanish game. Pawn to s6, knight to c3, knight to c6, pawn to d3, pawn to a6, pawn to e5. Black captures it. White moves queen to e2. Black moves knight to d4, attacking both queen and a knight. Takes. Few moves down. We exchange our queen. So after few moves later, white blunders with rook capturing the pawn at d4. Black captures the rook with bishop. White captures pawn at b7 with bishop. Black moves rook to c1. White loses his other rook. With two rooks up, black is in total advantages. So after few moves later, black makes his two queens and win with a checkmate.